Hi, good afternoon, viewers. A very warm welcome to our guest, Toastmaster Vijaya, as well, who's there with us. Um, Everyone has a story. Some of us pour it out. Some of the stories are written in the book, and some are confined to our hearts. Every day, we all need some inspiration from time to time, either to motivate us or either to come out of our tough times or challenges, whatever we are facing. So, stories are one such means through which we can guide people, we can teach people, and also we can inspire people. So, my vision through this channel is to bring those inspiring stories from people from all walks of life who have accomplished a lot of things and definitely overcoming a lot of challenges as well. And now, these inspiring stories can definitely motivate people to some extent, I believe, and it can create an impact. So, that is my effort in bringing out the stories. And today, we have a very wonderful guest with us, Vijaya Rao. She is a practicing company secretary for CPA from USA, and she is involved in various social service as well. She is a Rotarian, and she's a Toastmaster since 2+ years. And as I told you, she is also involved in social service, which involves women and children. She's a PoSH trainer, yoga and fitness enthusiast. Recently, she has completed a pathway called Effective Coaching in Toastmasters. And today's session, I will deep dive into her journey towards this pathway, that is effective coaching. So I would like to extend my warm welcome to you, Vijaya. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Suma, for that warm welcome and the warm introduction. And I just wanted to make one correction here. That is, I'm not a Rotarian. I'm from Lions Club.
Oh, Lions Club.
Similar,
okay.
But yeah, it's the Lions Club.
Okay, it's Lions Club. Okay,
Yes.
fine. Thank you so much for giving me that update. Okay, so I'm sure all the audience are very much eager to know who is Vijaya, what is she doing, something about your career, your education, what you do, and what is that you do in Toastmasters. So we'll be coming with all those information. And to start off with, definitely I would love to go back to a childhood. Bring any guest, I would like to always ask the questions from childhood, because that is where we are rooted from, and we have lots of memories. So, Vijaya, please tell me about how were you as a child? Were you very naughty child, silent one? So, could you please let us know about your schooling and how were you as a child?
Yes. As a child, I think I can say up to maybe 7th or 8th standard, I was a little chatterbox. I used to talk a lot, and like people used to say that she won't let one word fell on the ground, fell on the ground, that she has the ready answer and a naughty answer, of course. And always I was very active in school activities, and at home also I was extremely active, whether it comes to debate competition or any kind of activities, or participating in school or at home, doing folk dances. I never had the opportunity to learn the classical dance, which I wanted to, but at the same time I didn't have the opportunity. But I always wanted to do the folk dance, singing, everything. I was hyperactive till about 7th or 8th standard. After that, suddenly everything changed, like over the period of time. But I noticed it when once I grew up. At that time, I did not notice, but slowly I was kind of becoming not that naughty little chatterbox. I was slowly changing. That was, there was a lot of, now when I go back and look at it, there were a lot of incidents which made me become kind of introvert and not participating in different things, school activity, high school activities and college activities. So that's
Okay.
what I was as a child.
Okay, good. So, where did you do your schooling and college? Any?
Yeah, that is, I come from a, a village background, rural background, and it is near Sirsi, North
Okay.
Canara, Uttar Kannada, the North Canara district, where the village name is Kageri. And that's where there is a school, village school, government school. I went. After that, even high school was also there. And after that, I went to a college in Sirsi. I stayed, myself and my sister. We rented a, we stayed together in a room, rented kind of a house. And we used to go to college there. We used to cook our own food from high school, means PUC onwards. We used to cook our own food. We used to go to college and stay close by to college. Only on Sundays or Saturday afternoons we would go home. That's
Okay.
where my basic education is, till college, actually, till I
Till-
finished BCom.
Okay. So it was basically a hostel kind of thing where you.
No, not a hostel. It is like, even now it is there. We used to, like, there are lots of small houses kind of things, or the rooms people
Hmm.
would rent it out for college kids.
Okay.
That's where we used to, we had our own little own house kind of thing.
Hmm.
We had one of our dad's friend had a outhouse.
Hmm.
So we used to stay there in that outhouse.
Yeah, okay. So could you please also let us know about your family, your parents, and your siblings?
Yeah. I come from a very big family. We
Oh,
are
okay.
8 of us. I have
Oh.
2 older brothers and
Hmm.
6 sisters we are. And I
Okay.
am the 7th one,
Hmm.
last but one. So I have
Okay.
lots of older sisters and 2 brothers.
Hmm.
And like when you grow up in a big family, it is a lot of family value. They don't teach, but it is automatically instilled in you. Sharing and caring. If I know, along with that, fighting also comes. So then, since we are 6 sisters, and also since my brothers are much older than us, older than me, and my eldest brother was married when I was like 4.5 years old. So I grew up with my sister-in-law and their kid, my brother's kids. They were like more sisters, more siblings than nieces. And my brother, who's brother and sister-in-law, they are like the fatherly and motherly figure, that kind of thing. And even my sisters, some of my elder sisters, they got married when I was very young. So it is, it is growing not only with siblings, but also with nieces and nephews, since they are much closer in age to me than brothers and sisters, some of the brothers and sisters.
True.
And of
Nice
course, I
to.
had one younger sister.
Okay. Nice to know that, like people coming from joint family or, having so many siblings, you learn so many things, and also you have lots of emotions attached, right? Which is
Yes,
gradually decreasing
yes, yes.
nowadays.
Yes, yes, yes. That's where we find it, that, like just last week, my sister and sister-in-law, they all came. We had so much to share,
Hmm.
so much, like even with their kids, we are so much attached to it. It is
Attached.
not like,
Yeah.
aunties, and they even call us akka only. They don't even call us chikama or atte or anything like that. So,
Okay. Okay. Good. So really, I mean, I look forward for talking or going to such families, because it's really nice to know people living together, sharing experiences, and all those things. Okay, so now, did you have any dream as such from your childhood that yes, I want to do this when I grow up? Because all of us do have this kind of dreams, right? Did
yes.
you have anything as such?
Yeah. That is like, as I said, I was little chatterbox. And then, since growing up in a big family, there are so many opportunities and you see so many things. During that time, I used to, like sometimes I used to do some craft work, and then I feel like I wanted to do craft. And then when I start singing or dancing, I wanted to do that. And when I start, like doing well in college, school, and all those things, then I used to feel that I want to do that. So it is like, combining so many different things. I think that's what made me now, like, not focusing just on one thing. I have too many things going on all the time. It is not just one particular thing. I might be doing some social work, I might be doing some my professional work, or, like keep learning all the time.
Hmm.
Could be Toastmasters or could be any other class I'm taking. It is learning never ends. I think that is the one which taught me being in growing up in big family.
True.
Learning never ends. So
Learning.
dreams are also keep changing, and then it is not a dream as such. It is like making your life or doing different things.
Hmm. Okay.
That is kind of things I think that comes with the growing up in big family.
True. So coming to your career, so can you recall your first job? Did you start off your job as a company secretary, or have you worked?
No, like I said, my like my even my job also has changed many times.
Hmm.
Actually, when I was going to college, that I took commerce, not because I wanted to do commerce. That was the trend during those days, the time when I passed 10th exam. Then all my classmates were taking commerce, so I also went with the flow, took the commerce. But my dad was very, very happy. We have now also, we have a factory that he was telling, since you are in commerce, you take care of the account. So you go and sit with the person who is taking care of the accounts. You go with him, go there, sit with him, learn all those things practically how it works. So that was not a paid job, but that was kind of a first job experience kind of thing, what happens in the work life. That was when I was in a college. But my dream or earning started only after I got married, went to US. Where there I went, I took many classes, and then I realized that the importance of financial independency, and I have to earn, I have to learn all these kind of things. That's all those things change. So as initial stages, I was not a company secretary, I was an accountant, and then did CPA in US, which is certified public accountant, which is equivalent to CA here, chartered accountant here. It is the same thing. There they call it as certified public accountant. There I started doing the job for private company as an accountant. And after that, I worked as an internal auditor accountant for the government organization in the US.
Okay. Okay.
That is where I was, like accountant.
Hmm.
But company secretary became afterwards. After we moved back to India, I was, we started our own company. And for the company's sake, I thought, being accounting is one thing, I'm just doing it now. I understand. But along with that, company secretary and accounting kind of goes together. I thought I will start doing it. So that I became company secretary after I turned 40, like started studying after that.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, this is a perfect example to know that, age is not a limit to start anything new or to venture into something new, right? So I
Yes.
was not aware of this, that, you are both an accountant and company secretary. Yes, that's very nice. Okay. Um, so when did you stumble upon this Toastmasters, and how did it happen with you? If you can please
Yeah.
highlight on that.
I had heard of Toastmasters long time back when I was in US, but I never had the opportunity to join Toastmasters, or to be frank, I never tried it. Basically, I heard about the Toastmasters, but I never tried it. Then about a few years back, I wanted to put my son there in the Toastmaster. That time I, inquired. That time he was not 18 yet. So then they said that they have to be 18. I don't know whether they had a gavel club at that time. Then about, I think 2017 or 18, around that time, once I came to Mysore Toastmasters, and I just came to one meeting. like just to see how it goes. Afterwards, when I become a chairman of my Mysore chapter of ICSI, that time I came to know that our institute is encouraging people to chapter to start a Toastmasters club. So during that time, I inquired more about Bangalore chapter already started. So then I inquired at the Bangalore chapter people, the Bangalore chapter chairman, president, and there is one person, she's a company secretary. She's a Toastmaster from IIMB Toastmasters Club, also a company secretary. She made the Bangalore chapter to start. Her name is CS Sharda. Then I called her and I got more information about her, and she gave me the number of Kavita here, local person. So she said, you can talk to her. She will give you how it works, how to go about in Mysore. So that's where I started like then getting more information. Then I started for our chapter for our students as well as for our members.
Okay. Okay.
Because I thought, like this, a lot of times we feel that company secretaries, as it is a professional course, it's not a college kind of course, we lack experience, or we lack talent in public speaking or addressing people, which we really need it. That's where I thought it is useful for our students as well as for our members.
Good to know that you were the charter, you were the one who brought Toastmasters, not only knowing and getting into Toastmasters, but you chartered the club for ICSI members so that people can benefit. So for the benefit of the audience who are keen to know what exactly is Toastmasters, Toastmasters is a non-profit educational organization which helps people to develop their communication skills, leadership skills, networking, public speaking, because all these are the skills which is a very key requirement for us in any job for that matter, right? And this particular organization, headquartered in Englewood, Colorado, it was started in 1924 by Ralph Sayce Medley. And in Mysore, we have 4 clubs currently which is functioning. One is ICSI Royal Pro Toastmasters, wherein Vijaya is she was the president, and now she's a member of the Toastmasters. And we have Mysore Toastmasters, we have Infosys, and also we have Vidyavardhaka College of Engineering. So this is one very useful platform which we recommend to people who want to improve their leadership and communication skills. So definitely, yes, Toastmasters, can you just, if you can highlight, okay, now, what is the impact that Toastmasters has had on your life and professionally and personally, if you can throw some light on that?
Okay. Professionally, I can say that, I do take a lot of classes. There are some certain requirement for our students. That is 1-day class, different classes they have to take. I do take those classes for students, and it has helped me. Also, to talking to my clients, or how to explain things to our clients. When how we can do these kind of things really helped me. And added to that, personally, or I can say that even professionally, how to bring my personal experience to and make people understand how it can be done. That is also one thing I learned, because as growing up in big family, and also like I grew up in a not in a age where social media was very famous and everybody is putting their photos, pictures, and talking about themselves. I grew up like like not brag. People talking about myself is kind of, I feel like I'm bragging about myself. So I never used to do that. Okay. Now, after joining Toastmasters, I learned that the importance of talking about myself also, not just about others, but talking about myself, my achievements is also important. I understood that part. Otherwise, I never used to. Even now, many times I kind of hesitate. maybe I am bragging, or maybe I am talking about myself too much. That's why you don't see me I'm there in Facebook as well as Instagram and all. You don't see me there putting anything. Even
Okay.
status also, WhatsApp status also, very rarely when somebody pushes me to say, like, you have to put this in your status, you have to put it, then only I do it.
Okay.
Otherwise, that thing I learned it. Like now
Mhm.
when I'm giving a speech or when I'm talking, I tell people to motivate, I use my example.
Okay.
That is one thing I really learned from Toastmasters.
Yeah. As you rightly said, Vijaya, I mean, it's a wonderful platform wherein you can express your views, your messages, whatever you want it to reach to the audience. And definitely it's one of the platform where there is no judgment made. It's a place wherein you can go and practice speaking, practice leadership, practice networking. So all these things you have a platform. So definitely it is a wonderful platform. Um, so when it comes to Toastmaster journey till now, because you told you are there since 2+ years, right? Can you let us know what are the positions that you have held, and did you enjoy as taking up those roles?
Yes. As I said earlier, no, like as you know, I am a charter member of this CSI Mysuru Royal Pro Toastmasters Club.
No.
As of now, I held a role as treasurer, VP Education, and the president. But
Okay.
I did not take these roles from the beginning because I wanted other people to join, and if I give the position, they will be more active. If I take a president role from the beginning itself, then people, I will have to push them. But if they are taking the president role and if they start pushing other people, then that is my actually kind of not only in Toastmasters, other places also, I make others to come forward. I may be more, a lot of times I will be in the background, but I want others to come. So as a role taking, like, to answer your question, treasurer, VP education, and president, but not in the first term or second term. After that, I started. Once people got used to it, taking roles, I made sure people are taking, and I was attending. I was, like, most of the times I am the one who is 100%, have the 100% attendance for the meeting. So I'm attending, I'm taking up almost all the, like role taking and the meeting kind of role taking, which what
Okay.
I'm talking about. Wherever there is a gap, I might be taking 2 roles at a time, 3 roles at a time. Wherever there is a gap for that meeting, I'll be taking it. But as an office bearer, I'm taking only those 3 roles. That too after 2 terms.
Okay. Wonderfully said, Vijaya, because I like the point that you said that you lead people from behind, you give them opportunity, because always commitment, when people are accountable for certain things, they understand the responsibilities. Okay, fine. I am responsible. I am accountable. So I have to be there. Right. And as a leader, that is one way of demonstrating or giving people the authority so that they can run the show.
This is like,
Very
for me, this Mysore Royal Pro is like my baby.
baby.
So
Yeah.
I want to make sure it is there. I know that I will be there all the time, but so I
Yes.
wanted to make sure other people are there.
Okay. Fine. So, for the benefit of audience, do you want to explain what exactly happens when we see a Toastmasters meeting happens and you're spending 1.5 hour? So, what exactly happens in the normal Toastmasters meeting?
Yeah, actually, normal Toastmasters meeting, there are 3 steps. One is like a prepared speech. One is table topics, which means impromptu speech. And the third one is evaluation. In the first step, people will be volunteering to give their prepared speech and their taken pathways. Then they have, depending on their speech, it could be 5 to 7 minutes, 4 to 6 minutes, or it could be, where as you advance it, sometimes it could be 20 to 30 minutes or 15 to 20 minutes panel discussion. Different things will be there, but these are all prepared ones, and it is evaluated completely. it is that, like every time you are not prepared, you have to speak on the spot. That's why it prepares you for on the spot impromptu speech also. That is, there will be table topic master in Toastmasters language. It is called table topics. So table topics is nothing other than impromptu speech. That table topic master will give you the topic, and you have to speak on the spot for 1.5 to 2 minutes, 1 to 2 minutes on
Okay.
any given subject. And evaluation is happened, which is very, very important for, especially for prepared speakers, where they can improve, where they did well, where they can improve. That
Sure.
is like, it could be grammar mistakes, it could be like, saying too many times repetitive words, different things.
Hmm.
Also, how the speech was, introduction, body, conclusion, whether that was all right. And added to that, for the leaders, it is the whole meeting is evaluated, so
Hmm.
that when we are conducting the meeting, especially for us company secretaries, it is very important how to conduct the meeting. And so it is whether we covered everything, how did we cover. So evaluation of the whole meeting, that is also there, which is that
Okay.
evaluation section is the most important part of the
Hmm. Hmm.
meeting.
Hmm. Okay. So this is how is you say the meeting runs every week.
Yes.
Okay. So when it comes to the benefits or the skills that is required for a company secretary, because you have students who join for this company secretaries, and definitely there would have been a purpose of why ICSI has got a Toastmasters club over there. Now, if you can highlight that, what are the top 3 or top 4 to 5 skills which, as a company secretary, is very much value adding, which you can get it from Toastmasters. Could you please let us know about that?
Yes. As a company secretary, you are joining, once you get your membership, usually, very young people in their 20s, they directly go to boardroom, not from the beginning, like in a junior position to the getting promoted and going to next level. It is directly they are going to become in the management position. So at what happens is, when that young, when they are not so experienced in job, they are kind of, like when you the directors, promoters, they are all management people. They are all much older than these people, these company secretaries. So you feel kind of intimidated to talk to in front of them, or raise questions in front of them when they are talking. But it is much needed. As a company secretary, you are a governance officer, you need to do certain, you need to take care of things. You need to talk to the management, you need to talk to the shareholders, you need to talk to the banks, so you need to talk to other people. So it is very important you are uh, focused, and you know how to talk in front of other people, and you have to talk in, to the point. Also, you need to address the government officials like MC. You go to MC, ROC office, you need to talk to the ROC there. And
Okay.
sometimes you need to represent your clients
Hmm.
in the court of law. So all these things, that is, when you have a good public speaking skill, it is extremely important, and you will be very successful. That is one of the key point for company secretaries, being a this good public speaker. And leadership skill, that
Hmm.
is, again, as I said, they are directly going to the management position. That is, in our CS language, we call it KMP, key managerial position. That
Okay.
is where you are going directly there from the college, they
Hmm.
are getting the membership. They, like, that is, most of the average company secretaries, they get into the company secretary job is like 25, 26-year-old. That is, in that age, it is difficult to be in the management where rest of the people are 40 plus. These
Hmm.
skills are leadership, as well as public speaking skill, is communication skill, is extremely important.
Yeah. So by what you said, company secretary, they need to interact with people. They need to have communication with lots of stakeholders. arrange for meetings, plan, give the minutes of meeting. So they should possess communication skills, leadership skills, and you told wonderfully that you should tell the message in a specific amount of time, wherein time management is very important, and networking and listening skills. Now, all these are the skills which are the key things required as a company secretary, and all these things we do practice at Toastmasters. So
Yes.
thank you so much for letting us know about what are the key skills that one gets from Toastmasters and how it is beneficial for company secretary students. Well, I have a follow-up question on that. Now, if you want to let people know, okay, what is that education or criteria for students or people to pursue a company secretary? So if you can give us some information on that, which will help people.
Yeah, actually, from the chapter itself, what we do is there is something called career awareness program. That is, we go to different colleges, commerce and BCom, BBA, that kind of colleges. We go to those colleges, even for PUCs. We give them awareness about company secretary, how you can become a company secretary, what is company secretary. All these details we do give to as a career awareness. That is one of the important thing which we do from the chapter itself.
Okay.
So then,
once you create that kind of awareness, so students get to know, okay, fine, these are the benefits of it. This is what I have to do, I will be doing. And so that is when they make an informed decision to join company secretary.
Yes, and also it is much required because most of the people, especially parents, children, students don't know about the company secretary course. Everybody knows about chartered accountant, but not about the company secretary. They think that, especially parents think that it is like being a secretary to somebody. And it is absolutely not. It is completely different from being a secretary and a company secretary. Company secretary is the one who is taking care of the company, not a secretary to any MD not MD to the secretary to the MD or somebody else. It is not like that.
So that personal secretary is different and company
secretary. Yes, company secretary is different.
Okay.
Yes, but that's where people get confused, and kind of parents also kind of discourage students to, why do you want to become a secretary, personal secretary to somebody? That is, they really don't understand that part. But this is a well-reputed job and well-reputed designation, and most important job in companies. Also, we do incorporate companies. If you don't want to work for a company, we do, we can do on our own, like what I do right now as a practicing company secretary. I work on my own. So you are your own boss, your own time. And here we have worked with different clients. Just like chartered accountants will have different clients, we have different clients, and we starting from incorporating the company till their complete governance, taking care of their governance. We do everything.
Okay. So what is the educational qualifications, if I can ask, or if people want to know, okay, what is that after second PU or after any specific graduation that people can take up CS?
No, actually when you are in PUC itself, you can take the entrance exam. There are 3 levels to take the company secretary course. One is the entrance exam. First you have to take that exam. Once you pass, then you can start even when you are studying BCom, or your BCom is also not required. After PUC also you can do it. Only thing is, if you complete BCom and then start taking, then you don't have to take that entrance exam part. You can straight away go to the second level, which is called executive program. Executive, you can, if you have the degree, you can directly go to the executive. Otherwise, you have to take the entrance exam. After that, once you pass the executive exam, then there are 2 modules there. After that, you have to take the professional level. Professional level, there are the different modules are there. Then you have to complete that. In the meantime, you have to get the work experience. 21 month training you have to do under a practicing company secretary, or with a company which has the experienced company secretary. You can work under them. So 21-month training is required.
Okay, okay.
Along with that, there are small 15-day training, different kinds of trainings are there. So you have to complete all that, then you can apply for membership.
Membership, okay. Right.
That is in the our HCO headquarters is in Delhi, so you have to apply there.
Okay. Right. Okay. So now moving back to Toastmasters. So congratulations for completing the pathway called effective coaching. So did you have any kind of thought when you took up this effective coaching as your pathway, which you had when you chose this pathway?
Yes, I like to teach, or I like to talk to students. So I thought through effective coaching, I can learn, I can be a good teacher. That is, or I can coach, whether it comes to our CS coursework, or whether it comes to accounting coursework, or it comes to, since I am involved in a lot of social work, I do help a lot of underprivileged women in their empowering the empowering women with their work experience, getting them the different skills. So
Okay.
there also I like to talk to these people also. So different kind of coaching is required for these people. For the underprivileged women, there is different kind of coaching is required, and for the CS students, different kinds, and then for the members, or for different people. Since I involved, like I said earlier, I am into too many different things, not just one or two particular things.
Okay.
In all those kind of things, when I have to coach something, when I have to talk to them, even I do the financial literacy courses for high school students, college students.
Okay.
What is the importance of because that is one of the important thing which is not taught in any school or colleges.
True.
That financial literacy. So I do take those kind of classes also. That's where I'm hoping that my effective coaching, that was my intention, to take the effective coaching pathway.
Yeah. I'm sure that pathway has really helped you in all the things that you have been doing. And we also wish you to take up the next path and keep motivating your club members as well, and others too. So, okay. Now, if I would ask you to leave a message to the CS students, asking them to um, know about Toastmasters and take the benefits from Toastmasters. So what would you like to give the message to them?
As a CS student, as you are aspiring into becoming a company secretary, as I said earlier, you have to be a good leader as well as good communicator. That is to become a successful company secretary. That is one of the ingredient. So along with your passing the exam syllabus, understanding knowing your CS part of it, this comes with it. Just having the knowledge of the academic knowledge or the company secretary, what is there in the syllabus, along with that, being up to date with all the updates from the government. Along with that, you have to be a good communicator and you have to be a good leader to become a successful company secretary. I would say that this is one of the platform you can take it this as a part of syllabus. Don't think that do I have to pay the membership fee or anything like that. Think that if this fee were to be for the company secretary course, you would have paid, right? So think from that perspective. Don't think that it's an extra expense I cannot afford. Of course, you can afford if it is part of your curriculum, or if it is part of your tuition kind of thing, you would have paid. So think that this is also part of that. Then you can take that. So my advice is, please use this platform which your chapter or your institute is offering. That is also ours is an online club. So wherever you are, you can attend the meetings. You can attend, even when we do the physical meeting, we do hybrid meetings. So you can attend all the time. And once you become a Toastmasters, definitely you can go to different physical club and give your, sometime once in a while, if you want to give the physical speeches to get the experience of physical speech. So you can go to different clubs in your area. You can give the speech, you can attend that, see how the physical works. But this is a wonderful opportunity to take this Toastmasters. The thing, this is part of your curriculum. Take this course, take this membership here. That is my advice to the company secretary students, even to members. That is very important. You might have already seen it in your workplace, that how important is communication and leadership skill. So this will really definitely help. I'm telling from my own experience and seeing in our club students how they have improved, and some members how they have improved from their beginning till now. They're in their journey. I can see it. Some of the students have really excelled well.
Excellent. Okay. True. Yeah. So yes, not only in company secretaries, we can see that, Toastmasters have made a mark in their respective professions, be it a software field or be it an engineering or even engineering students. They join as early as possible because it will help them to secure a good job. And people who have joined the jobs, they join to make sure that they move up in the ladder, because usually the communication, leadership and the technical skills goes hand in hand. So as you move up in your career, definitely management skills is all about talking with people, more about people management. So wherein these soft skills really come into handy. So well said, Vijaya. So I would also request all the CS students, aspiring CS students and people who are already there with ICSI to pursue this platform. With one thing is required is commitment, because once you have become a Toastmaster, make sure that you are giving speeches, you are experiencing. And one more important thing that you said is that you also have hybrid meetings. And if you need to attend any meeting, any Toastmasters meeting, you can attend online meetings. And as per your convenience, you can attend any Toastmasters meeting. You can give speech anywhere, so that it should not stop you from pursuing your journey. That, okay, fine, ICSI, Friday, it happens. Okay, by the way, let me hear, okay, when does your club meet, and what are the timings and where do you meet?
Yeah, we meet online, and every Friday, 7 to 8:30 is our meeting time.
Okay.
That is, we do then in the beginning itself, we will send the meeting link so that in advance, so that you can plan accordingly. You can join our meeting, and as a guest, after that, you can become a member. And I just want to add to your commitment thing. So along with the commitment, you need to have dedication and perseverance. With that, you can really become successful in whatever you are doing.
Yes, very well said. And my mantra of Toastmasters, journey in Toastmasters is 3 C's. I usually remember things by abbreviating them. So I call it as commitment, because first of all, commitment is required. You have to turn up whatever it is to the meetings. And second thing is consistency. So once you do it in a consistent manner, you can master anything for that matter. And the third thing is the confidence, that you should have, that, okay, fine, I am using this to upskill myself. So this 3 C's will take you a long way, is what I want to add along with what Vijaya has just mentioned. So any one thing, any one final message that you want to leave the audience or your specific CS students before we wind up the meeting?
Yeah, that is the same message I want to give, whether it is the Toastmasters or whether it is pursuing your CS journey. It is, CS course is not an easy course. It needs a lot of work.
True.
So that is, again, you need to, on a daily basis, consistently work hard on your preparing for the exam. And like next week, that just in next 2 days, this one exam result is going to come. So if you are successful in the result, that is good. Otherwise, also don't feel bad. That is, with the consistency, with the hard work, you can definitely pass in the next attempt. So it is not a rocket science. It is you can do it. So that is, don't worry about that. So be motivated, be committed, and with hard work, you can definitely be successful. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Vijaya, for taking out your time today and being a part of this show, wherein you gave a lot of information about company secretary and what are the criteria, what is the qualification, what are the benefits, and also the misconception of personal secretary and company secretary. And also you gave a lot of information on Toastmasters as well, for and what are the benefits out of it and how it is exactly helping the CS fraternity. So thank you so much for your valuable time. And I'm sure all of the audience will enjoy this show. And let me tell you that I will upload these inspiring stories that I get from the talk shows, that from the guests, on my YouTube channel, My Supreme Version. I request each one of you to like, subscribe to the videos, so that you get a notification of the next upcoming videos, the next stories, because we are all stories at the end of the day, right?
Yes.
So today we had a lot of insights into Toastmasters, company secretaries, and we are all pumped up people who wants to take a decision of joining Toastmasters. Yes, you can. People who wants to join company secretary, yes, you can. You know whom to contact. We have Vijaya, who can guide you as to what is that which is required and all those things. So with that, I would like to end my show. Thank you so much, Vijaya. Any last word which you want to give us?
Thank you, Suma. That was, this is wonderful. Thanks for the opportunity. Yeah.
Thank you so much once again. And bye-bye.
Bye.